All right, let's finish up this test with the last 10 questions. 51, which of the following help explain why the demand curve for a normal good is downward sloping? That's going to be, it's all due to the income and substitution effects. Yep. They move the quantity demanded in the same direction, right? If you increase income, you're going to have, well, more demand for a normal good. And same with substitution effect. Well, if you have, it's kind of similar in the income effect. Basically, like, you have more money, you'll be able to spend more on normal goods. So everything else here is wrong. 52. The graph above shows the total revenue and total cost curves for a firm in which type of market structure and what is the profit maximizing quantity. All right. Then that's going to be when let's see. Long run, you're going to be on this curve. So your total costs equal your total. You're going to have no economic profit. So it's going to be perfect competition because in the long run for monopoly, you're sometimes you're usually at a profit, right? And then what quantity? Profit maximizing quantity. Okay, that seems to be D, because the least cost and the most, like the least difference between the revenue and the cost. See this? That is all profit. That's maximizing profit. So that is the maximizing profit quantity. All right, next. And you can think about this as like, you'll have the greatest profit, basically. The greatest difference in your total cost and your total revenue. 53. If the total revenue is increasing as output increases, marginal revenue is always, should just be greater than 0. Not increasing because we don't know how the total revenue is increasing. We don't know if the marginal is decreasing or increasing. So greater than 0. All right. Next, let P equals price, MR equals marginal revenue. Okay, cool. In a monopolistic, okay. Which of the following will most likely describe the long run equilibrium? That's when you're at equilibrium. You're gonna have zero economic profit. So P equals the ATC, and P is let's see, and MR equals MC, of course, and P equals the MC as well, right? Let me think. Oh wait, no, it wouldn't, because that's in perfect competition. Sorry, your MC is going to be less. Your MC is here. Your MC. Wait 1 second. Yeah. Your MR equals your MC, but your price is at your ATC value, which is greater. So your price is greater than the MC. So it should be C. Yeah. In a perfectly competitive free market economy, a wage gap between two workers can be explained by differences in all of the following except their, well, years of schooling, yeah. Occupations, yeah. Marginal products, yeah. Marginal revenue, yeah. Taste for luxury goods, that has nothing to do with their wage. Next. Next, 56. Firms XYZ produces and sells corn in a perfectly competitive market and hires its workers in a perfectly competitive labor market. Which of the following best describes the demand curve for XYZ's corn and XYZ's demand curve for labor? Let's see. This should be labor demand should be downward sloping, because just due to the fact that at greater wages you're gonna have more you're gonna have more that's supplied, so that's why there's increases like this, but you're gonna have less people that less demand for it, because they can't, like, they're gonna demand less workers if they have to be paid greater wages. And then the demand for the corn should just be the same. Right, yeah, perfect competitive market. It should just, it takes the price. It doesn't set the price. It takes the price. So B. A monopolistically competitive firm advertises in order to these two don't even make sense. Increases positive externalities and reduce various entry does not make sense. B, make the demand less price elastic. That's good, yes, because if it makes it less elastic, you're gonna have people stay for your product if you change that price. 58. A profit maximizing firm should hire an input up to the point at which MC equals MR, right? Or sorry, this is input, sorry. So MRP equals MRC. So that looks like, or MFC, yeah. That looks like D, yep. 59. Socially optimal quantity and per unit tax that will achieve the socially optimal quantity are which of the following? So socially optimal quantity is the marginal social cost and then the marginal social benefit. It's this. So should be Q2. And then you should have the tax that's P3 minus P2. Or, sorry, P3 minus P1, because this is the difference in the social costs right here. And and Q2 is the social optimal quantity. So Q2 and per unit tax should be P3 minus P1. So that should be D. Last question. Given the position of the marginal social cost curve, one can conclude that this is more costs. So this is a negative externality. Private costs exceeds the social costs. No. Production of good X creates a negative. Yeah, exactly what I said. So that's it. Thanks for watching.